In business tonight, Barbados is doing well in its exports to the region, shipping more than $300 million in goods last year. But Commerce Minister Donville Innes believes the country can do more. And he made the comments during a tour of Roberts Manufacturing today, where officials said they are continuing to aggressively go after export opportunities despite occasional challenges. Ryan Broom has the story.
Minister Innes was joined on the tour of the 2-acre lower estates in Michael Plant by officials from the Barbados Investment and Development Corporation and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade. He says despite talk to the contrary, operations like Roberts show that Barbados still has a strong manufacturing sector and that the country's annual exports can be even further strengthened.
Last year, I believe, of 2013, we had exported some $336 million of goods into the CARICOM market region from Barbados. And our main markets remain Trinidad, which is about $96 million in exports, Ghana about $48 million, and St. Lucia $29 million in exports here. And whilst the average person that may seem significant, the reality about it is that we can and we must do better. And visits like these help to solidify in our minds as policymakers the kind of things we need to do to help get more Barbadian products into the regional market.
Meanwhile, General Manager of Roberts Manufacturing, Jason Sambrano, says they are encountering trade-related challenges in the region, but continue to try to be competitive. He says the oil and margarine products continue to do well.
As I was telling the minister, about 38% of our oil is exported. It could be more, but once we get these things in place and the right assistance in terms of making sure we compete on a level playing field, and about 68% of our margarine is exported. So obviously export markets are key to our survival. We can't survive on the local market alone, and obviously you're competing with other companies from other jurisdictions, not only within CARICOM, but we have competitors from Argentina, Turkey on the oil side, margarine coming in from Malaysia. And I'm a big believer in supporting your own.
In response, Minister Innes said government will continue to assist in lobbying efforts for companies like Roberts where needed. He also revealed that the BIDC will very soon be leading a regional export initiative.
I believe that BIDC is currently working on coordinating some missions to CARICOM member states between now and the end of this calendar year. And we certainly will be inviting partners in the manufacturing sector and other parts of the private sector to go with us on these missions and let us help to get more Barbadian goods and services into the CARICOM market.
Ryan Broom for the Business Report.
Well, a local business that utilizes the sea as a major part of its daily operations says it has so far had no challenges from the sargassum seaweed. We hear again from Ryan.
Officials with Atlantis Submarines say that so far the submarine dive site is as clear as it usually is. Atlantis Submarines Barbados dives 1 mile off the west coast of Barbados. General Manager Roseanne Myers says while the west coast has been mostly unaffected, the safety team has met to discuss and put monitoring mechanisms in place. However, she says their assessments so far have shown that the sargassum invasion is unlikely to have a serious effect on the submarine tour. Ms. Myers also says they've been experiencing the bump in business from crop over 2015, and this has remained strong so far for the first few weeks in August. She adds that they dive from 50 to 150 feet below the surface, and since seaweed is merely a surface dweller, the underwater and visibility down to that depth is unaffected. Ryan Broom for the Business Report.
And here now is a look at how stocks traded on selected exchanges across our region.